All right, so this is Mr. Mola going over a few questions from your review here. So there's 11 questions on here, 4 different kinds of questions, so I'll do one of each. So if we look here at the first 3, they are asking if they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So remember, parallel means the slopes are going to be exactly the same, perpendicular means they're going to be opposite reciprocals, and neither just means they're not any of the two. So if we look at number 1 here, looks like our slope is 6 for the first line. Our slope is 6 for the second line. So that means when our slopes are 6 and 6, that means they're the same. So number 1 is parallel. So 2 and 3, you need to write if they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right, 4 and 5. I want us to write in point slope form and slope intercept form for each line. So remember, point slope form is y minus y1 equals m, then x minus x1. And slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Oops. Okay. Remember, we usually start writing it in point slope form, and then once we're done doing our math, then it will already be in slope intercept form for us. So remember, our slope here is negative 4 for this one. So slope is negative 4. The x they give us is 2. And the y they gave us is 0. So when I write this in point slope form, so y minus the y they gave us, which is 0, equals m, which the m they gave us is negative 4, the slope, and then x minus x1, and the x1 they gave us here is 2. So there's half the problem done. There it is in point slope form. And then remember, to get to slope intercept form, we need 2 steps. So step 1 is to distribute. Let's do that with the red pen here. So I get y minus 0 equals negative 4x. Then negative 4 times a negative 2 is a positive 8. Okay, and then remember, we need to get rid of this number here. So I'm going to add 0 to both sides, and adding 0 doesn't really do anything. So then our final answer here in slope intercept form, we'll write in green. So y equals negative 4x plus 8. Okay, and then you would do 5 the same way. 6, 7, 8, 9. Careful, make sure we're reading directions here. So find an equation to the line that is parallel to the given line and passes through the given point. Same thing, write the equation in point slope form and in slope intercept form. So here we can see our slope is 3. So parallel to 3, remember parallel means the same, so the same as 3 is 3. Our x that they give us is 2, and the y they give us is negative 1. So I'll write it in point slope form first. So y minus the y they gave us is a negative 1, so minus a negative turns into a positive, equals m, which is 3, and then x minus the x1, which the x they gave us here is 2. So there's point slope form, so we can check that off. Now we need to put it in slope intercept form, which remember 2 steps. Distribute, distribute. So I'm left with y plus 1. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And then I have this plus 1 over here, so I have to minus 1, minus 1. So then our final answer, y equals, because the 1's cancel out, 3x, and then negative 6 minus 1 gives us a negative 7. So then that would be our final answer for number 6. 7, 8, 9 are all exactly the same way. 10. Okay, so here we have to write an equation or find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the given line and passes through that point. So here we're looking at perpendicular to negative 5. Remember, when I do whole numbers, the opposite reciprocal of negative 5 over 1 is positive 1 over 5. So that's going to be our new slope. X they give us here is 10. And the y they give us is negative 3. So same thing, writing it in point slope form. So y minus The y they gave us is -3. So minus a -3 turns into a +3. Our new slope, since it's the opposite reciprocal of -5, is +1/5. And then x minus the x they give us for this problem is 10. And then remember, 2 steps to get it into slope-intercept form. First step is to distribute. So y plus 3, 1/5 times x is 1/5 x. 1/5 times -10 is a -2. And then our last step here, it's a +3. So I'm going to do the opposite operation. I'm going to subtract 3. So then our final answer, y equals 1/5 x. And then -2 minus 3 is a -5. All right, so that should be a good start for the review. I just did 4 of the 11 questions for you, so you have 7 to do on your own for the rest of class. We will check this tomorrow before the test.